all of that spare time that you have, you would be actually investing it into your music. So, yo, it's Jared from Audio Engine Productions, and today I have 3 easy tips for you on how you can make more time to work on your music. Okay, tip number 1, you need a pen and you need some paper, and you're going to write down everything you do throughout the whole week from Monday through Sunday. Work, kids, family, all of your daily activities that are in your schedule every day. So write these all down, and then after that, find out where all of your free time goes to. Example, going to public events, watching TV, Netflix, anything like that. All of those things that we all do that basically are a waste of time and don't really amount to anything. You could be using that time to work on your music, and that's just all around better. Every time I go to do anything, you get a plane that has to go by, or one of the F-13. Listen to that. You gotta figure out where you use most of your free time for, like, all the other activities and hobbies that you have and do, and start to change those. So just consider setting those things aside just for a little bit, and replacing those things with your music. All of that spare time that you have, you would be actually investing it into your music. So say you went to a show one night, and then you hung out with your girlfriend the next day, and then you went to the movies the next day with your friend or whatever. Like, all of those little things are, they're fun to do, but when you're actually trying to get something done, you gotta kind of stop doing those things for a while so that you can actually get something done in your music. And now it's time for tip number 2. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot make excuses on why you can't work on music. Why can't I have an excuse? I love them. This is why. Because every time that you use an excuse to excuse yourself from following through with what you have already agreed to doing, you are able to get out of being accountable to yourself. And that's just not good. And just understand that the reason why you can't make the time is because you're just simply not making the time. Because you're making up excuses as to why you can't make the time. Period. And what do I mean by that? I mean, there's always got to be something that we think has to happen before this can happen. Like, when this happens, then I'll be able to go record or write my song or do this or whatever. That's not true. That is so not true. That is not at all what reality is. This is madness, and you just gotta make the time. Make it happen. Like, next time you find yourself or find your mind coming at you saying, I can't do this or you can't do that. Remember, you got this to do. You got to go do this before you can go do that. Nah, man, like, that's just a bunch of excuses trying to stop you from actually being able to, do what you need to do. Whether it's working on music or anything else. All of that time that you would be spending out going to a public event or watching TV, your favorite shows, playing video games, whatever it is that you do, you could actually invest all that time into your music. And this would be how you actually would experience real, true progress. And you will actually grow as a musician as well. Tip number 3, you have to let go of the worrying of you thinking that your music is going to get in the way of everything, and that it needs to just be put off all the time because it's not really big of a deal, when honestly it's a big deal to you because it's a passion. It's your passion, music. And musicians take their passion in music very seriously. You won't have to worry about all this if you set a dedicated time that you're going to work on music, and let all your friends and family know that this is the time that you'll be doing this. And stick to your schedule and be like on top of yourself, because no one else cares about your music as much as you do. So you got to be on top of yourself and make sure that you're actually putting in the effort to do this, because no one else is going to do it for you. And for music's sake, commit. So here's an example for you. Say I make a time after dinner and family time to work on my new song or project that I'm working on, and I'm kind of full from eating dinner, and I start to yawn, and so naturally your mind goes, oh, I guess that means I'm tired, so I need to go take a nap, or I just need to lay down and watch TV. Do not fall into that mindset. It's so crucial that you commit here at this point, because without that, you're never going to actually experience that true progress that you're really looking for. You want to get better at your music, it takes time. So, to me personally, music is more important for me to invest my time in than going out to a show or going to a movie or just any other kind of hobby. Here's a bonus tip for you. Just remember to have fun. This isn't work. Don't stress out. Don't be overwhelmed. If you need any help with anything, feel free to reach out to me as well. And one more thing before you leave. Is there one thing that you can think of off the top of your head that you could sacrifice doing in your free time so that you could spend more time with your music? Let me know in the comments